Okay, I'm going to take you through opening up your basic web page that we created with chapter 1 through 3. Just has your basic tags. Has your title tag up here that you included in between the title brackets. And then you just had some basic body text here. If you right click your page and click View Source, you got to right click a blank area and View Source, you can work on the code directly again. So let's modify this and let's make it a little more fun. I need to fix a typo here. So let's change our body background color. Let's make it more colorful. So what you can add is what's called a tag attribute, which modifies a tag, a command. So we have the body tag here. We're going to add a tag attribute and we'll change the background color. So the tag attribute is BG color, and then we put equal, and then let's go with, I don't know, green. Okay. And then what you can do is File, Save, and then go ahead and close it. Okay. And then you can just refresh. If you have your page still open, just refresh your page or reopen it if you closed it. So, or F5 is refresh, the function key up at the top of your keyboard. F5 is refresh, or click your little refresh button. Okay? So that worked. Now let's try another tag attribute. So right click your page and go to View Source. And then let's add another tag attribute. Let's make our font larger. So we include what's called a font tag. And then a tag attribute for font is size. And let's go with I don't know, let's go with 5. So let's go to font size equal 5. And then we're going to save that. And you can close it. And refresh your page, and now we've got that font size of 5. Okay? So let's right click, View Source again. And I don't know, I'm going to make mine font size 10. And I'm going to change my body text here, because we only have, I don't know, another week till spring break. Okay, so I'm going to try this font size out and see what happens with that. I'm going to go to File, Save, Close, refresh my page, and then we got bigger text there. Okay? Okay, let's add some more font attributes. Okay, so right click and View Source, and we can add more font tag attributes, they're called. Okay. Okay, so we change the size. Let's do color. Color equal, let's do yellow. Okay. And then go to File and Save. And then close it and refresh. And now we've got a little more colorful page here. Okay. Now let's say that we wanted to change a font face. Font face, like right now by default, web pages default to Times New Roman font. And so let's change the font face. What you got to be careful of when you're changing font face is that if the computer doesn't have the font that you're trying to tell it to open, it'll default back to Times New Roman. So let's go back to, let me see, let's do, how about Arial. Most computers have Arial. If they have Microsoft Word or any kind of word processing program, they have Arial font. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, there's a little bit different font style. Okay, let's say that we wanted to change the word view to be a different color and a different font and a different size. Then I will show you what we could do there. Or let's say, let's do spring break. We'll change spring break to be a different color. Okay, so what you have to do is this font tag is taking effect until you close it. So if I'm no longer want to use the same font color, font size, and all that for for the text for spring break, then I'm going to go right before spring break and I'm going to close the font tag. Okay. Now, let's say I do want spring break to be, let's see what that does first. Let's go ahead and close the font tag right before the text that you want. And then close this and refresh. And notice that spring break goes back to a default font. Default size, default Times New Roman, and color. Okay, so we're going to right click and view source again. And let's change spring break to be a different color. We're going to go, but you have to do a new font tag now. Remember, we closed it back there, so now we just need to open and do another one. Yeah, phone. And we're going to do font size equal, let's do 12, color equal white, face equal, let's just leave it at Times New Roman. Let's see what that looks like. And we'll save that. And then we'll refresh and see what we've got now. Okay. Alright, so what we have now is two font tags then. We had to close one when we were done using it. So we had one here, and then we closed it when we were done using it. Then we opened another one, and then we didn't close that one because we are going to use it for the rest of our site. Okay? Let's say that we want all of our body to be centered, so we'll go up right after our body tag, and let's type in there center. A center tag. It should center align everything. So we'll save that and refresh, and now we've got only a few more days until spring break. Okay, now right click and view source. Okay, now what you can do is maybe we want our text to appear a little bit down from the top of our page. So our text is right here, our body text. So maybe you can enter what's called a break. And maybe we enter, and that's to add a line break. If you don't, you have to tell it when to add a line break because it doesn't notice that this could all be put together and it still would look the same unless we put line breaks in there. So this goes down a little bit. So one more thing that we did in chapter 1 through 3 test is we added a picture of a picture image. So I'm going to find a picture and put it in the same location as this file is located. Mine's located on my desktop, so I'm going to put a picture there. Let me see what picture I can find here. I got a bunch of them, but let's put this little guy. Oh, actually he's kind of cute. Let's do him. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So you need to find a picture file. Make sure it's in the same location as this page is located. And I'm going to paste mine on my desktop. I'm going to rename mine because mine's really long. And then the tag for that is, I'm going to add a line break here so that my spring break is on the same line, and then my picture will go down underneath it. So add a break, a line break, and then the image tag is img src equals. and then in quotes the location of your picture. Mine is right on the desktop where this page is located for me, so I'm just going to type the exact name of my picture dot whatever the image type is. Mine's a GIF. Yours might be a JPEG, JPG, exactly the name of the picture file. So then I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to open up my page again and we'll see what we have. So I had a little animated GIF file, so that's why my little dog's barking here. And so you can do other image attributes, and we'll get into that real soon, but this is your chapter 1 through 3 file, and what we've done is change the background color, add the font tag with tag attributes, and inserted an image file.